One of the main things that happened is that I lost a sense of who I was because I was a professional and I couldn't work anymore. So trying to figure out who I am in the world is a big, huge challenge. And in terms of the specific physical things that have happened, I've also lost a sense of independence. I can't drive. For a while I couldn't walk or talk normally. I couldn't even go to the grocery store, do simple things. You know, a good day was just getting up and getting dressed. So to go from working full-time to that being a good day was a lot to adjust to. At this point I'm more functional, but I still have a different sense of independence since I'm not able to drive, and I need a lot of help with some things still that I used to do without even thinking twice about it. Some of the things that helped me, the biggest things that helped me is my husband. He's been my number one go-to person. I also, for a while when he was working, had a lot of friends driving me around to appointments and things like that, and created like a support group with things like, just people helping me get places. And I think my attitudes also helped me. I had an attitude to focus on what I can do, not on what I couldn't do. I think depending on what you're experiencing, it could be extremely isolating, obviously. I mean, I wasn't going to work. Other people I used to see at work. I had a job where I was interacting with people all day long, and that was gone. And I was spent days and days and weeks, months, years even at home alone, primarily sitting in my recliner, listening to things if I was feeling up to it, and that's really isolating. It could really put you in a bad place mentally. So you need to be able to find people that you can get support from through any difficulty that you're facing, any sudden change in your life, no matter what it's from. You need to be careful not to just be isolated. That can lead down a very slippery slope to really severe depression and really a lot of problems. So I think it's important to be able to be part of something bigger than yourself. So the newly injured, a couple weeks actually after I fell and got injured, I reached out to a person who was a lot younger than me, and she had been in a severe car accident and had a traumatic brain injury from that. And she came over and she chatted with me. One of the difficulties I had through all this, you break your arm or something, and it's going to get better, and every day it feels a little bit better. In the situation I was in, I was actually getting worse. Things kept getting worse and worse for the first few months, so I wasn't getting there. But she came over and she said, look, you're only 2 weeks in, so she was years out of her injury. So I didn't want to hear that. Who wants to hear that? I mean, I'm 9.5 years out now, and it's taken me a very long time. And I still do therapy every week. I mean, I'm still trying to get better and working hard and getting better. So I didn't want to hear that. But I can look back at that and say, oh yeah, that was helpful to keep in mind that you've just entered this really long journey. It's not a little broken bone that's going to get better in a few weeks or a couple of months. This is a long stretch that you need to be prepared for and dig in. It's a long haul.